Yo, 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 yo. Y'all already know how it is, ladies and gentlemen, how we started off, right? We're gonna do a shot, man. This is a two-parter. Shout out to Underdog Performance for sponsoring us. You know what I mean? Like we spoke about in the last episode. And to everybody who's about to get hungry and fat and drunk and sober all in one day in the Super Bowl in about a week and a half, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna talk about it. Yo, salute my guys. Always a pleasure. Let's start it off right.
Salute.
Space.
Got Q working today, man. He doing the toast, the re. You might as well just do the fucking intro, man. Fucking, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Nah.
go.
Yo, I want to welcome everyone back to Real Sports Talk, New York's new number one sports talk show. We are the voice of the streets. Allow me to reintroduce myself. It's your boy Cash. And you already know I got with me my ride or dies, my brothers, J and Q. What's good, my guys? What's going on?
Yo, it's
What
been a
up, what
week.
up, what up,
Everything
what
is
up, what
good.
up?
What up? What up, y'all? How's y'all week been?
Chilling.
Blessed, man.
Love it.
Blessed week. Just recovering from Sunday a little bit. It's kind of sauced up. I had a Sunday. Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Sunday, I normally I'm struggling. I'm battling between like the honeydew list and the household chores and the kids shit. And Sundays, I'm like, I don't get to catch all the games. I'll catch the Giants game and the Jets game, but then I don't get to catch all the good shit. When the playoff time come along, Saturdays, I make sure I knock everything out. Don't listen. This tomorrow's my day. So I was up on the couch the whole day from the early in the morning watching all the pregame ESPN shit. I don't watch football the whole fucking day. I'm talking about 14 hours of that
To
shit.
10
You
o'clock.
Best.
know what I'm
That's the best
saying?
day.
That's the best day. I was chilling,
Word up.
ordering food, not getting up, just real fat fuck shit. And yeah, man, it was really good games, man. How y'all feeling?
Nah, same exact shit. Like like I got up early. You know, got around. Here and just kind of chilled out. I did get up and cook. I made a roast con pollo. Right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? Get my Latin on, just doing my regular 1-2 step. I fucked up and I made this shit another day and it wasn't good. And I burnt the whole pot, threw the whole pot out. Everything. So I ordered a new pot, got the new pot. I said, this is gonna be my
Yeah,
meal
yeah.
for the games. It's gonna be a good game day. So I got everything prepped and ready for the day before, let the chicken marinate, all that shit ready. And then I just came out. I did the exact same thing. Watched all the pregame shit. Did all my, reading and and everything to try to, get as much information as I could. And then watch the games. Then I started prepping in between the two games. And then I ate for the last quarter of the second game was when everything was ready. And I just sat there and broke bread on some fat guy shit with mad alcohol. Like it was one of those, like just going.
Oh, yeah.
I love that, man. Alcohol,
Yo, word up, man.
food, football.
Yeah,
I don't get better than that,
Oh
man.
man,
it
man,
doesn't.
word. I
It
know.
don't get
Unfortunately,
better at all.
I was just coming. I was just getting off of being sick for a couple of days. You know what I mean? I had the cold, but I'm not gonna lie, it was weird. I don't know if it was the football gods was on my side, but that Sunday I felt good. I saw Cash earlier that morning. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna have a couple of beers today. You know what I mean? Walk to the bodega, just grab a couple of beers, and I'm not gonna
Yeah.
go too crazy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just go watch the games. I feel a little bit better. I feel like I have enough energy to enjoy myself finally. And you know what I mean? Just laid back, chill, and relax, man. And watch. I love this time, man. It's sad that it's about to end, man.
That's the worst part because right, yo, Q, like this weekend that comes up, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I don't got nothing going on.
Go
You
start
know,
Yeah,
watching
I
mad
hate this
different
2 week
basketball
shit. This
games.
2 week
this
shit
is
is
gonna be a
trash.
disaster. What the fuck am I gonna
Yeah, this
do?
2 week shit is trash. You know what's cool too? Q mentioned that I seen him, and we're gonna get into the topics in a second. I seen him Sunday morning, and similar to when like I'll call Jay or I'll see Q and I'll call Q or Jay will call me, like we do this shit for real because all me and Q was talking about that morning was sports and shit. It's like we was doing a fucking show in front of his fucking house and shit. And same thing with Jay. Me and you will talk, or you and Q, and we're just
Yeah,
talking sports. So like this is what we do. This isn't no act or no. We just having fun here, man.
Yeah,
But
nah,
in
this ain't
terms
no
of
gimmick.
yeah, in terms of the football shit, I'm sad to see it go, but my mind, I'm like, I like compartmentalize sports, man, almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm getting ready to really lock in on basketball. You know what I'm saying? Second
basketball.
half of the season, that's when the shit starts to flow. The Knicks shit gets competitive. And by the time the playoffs is around, yeah, I'm thinking about football and the draft and the moves they make it. But I'm super locked in on the Knicks. And then baseball time comes,
Baseball,
so
the
on and so
Mets,
forth. Yeah,
yeah.
so it's like you compartmentalize sports, man. Because if you got them shits running concurrent, man, it's a lot going on to be like,
Oh man,
you know what I mean? And
yeah,
they
And
do
imagine
yeah.
when
overlap a
you,
little bit, like basketball and baseball overlap a little bit.
and same thing with football and
Yeah, football and
basketball.
basketball, yeah. But
But
the heart
remember,
and the meat of it pauses.
and come on, bro.
Oh, we starting early.
We
Good, we
already
got
started.
5.5. We got 5.5 minutes
It's a
in.
new record.
The
It's a new
It's a new
motherfucking
record.
record.
You gonna hold the Olympic torch in 2026, B.
Yo,
Yo, it's a new
son.
record. You know what I gotta do?
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Straight up, that was wild. I said, wait a second, where did we go with this?
That was
But no, you know what though? But like, imagine when we start, because like I promised we gonna fuck around. There's gonna be a hockey episode coming up too, y'all. We don't discriminate. We gonna give the fucking like the full gambit of sports. We gonna get a golf episode in. We gonna get a
Yeah.
hockey episode in. We gonna touch every single
Yeah,
sport.
yo,
Pause.
pickleball.
Hold on, Jay. Hold
Wow,
on,
damn,
son.
bro.
See,
No, pickleball.
see, that's
Damn,
it.
yo, Jay, you wound up. You got the second
Yo,
best record,
he
bro.
got
6 minutes and 6 minutes and 15 seconds, yo. You
And
couldn't
then-
even
and
wait.
then-
Drunk right now.
But the
Homie couldn't
wild
even
part
wait a
about
whole
it is,
minute.
it was crazy. It's cute. You said, yo, fuck it. I got to get in on the act. Pickleball. I said, yo, I got to be part, guys.
I'm
Wait
drunk
for me.
right now.
Oh, shit.
This is what we doing. This kind
I
of
wanna-
early. This is what we doing
I
right
want to
now.
be a part of the gang. What the hell, man? Leaving me out.
We fucked this whole shit up early,
Yeah,
guys.
we
We
off to a bad
apologize.
start.
We
We off to a bad
apologize.
start.
We apologize.
Oh man,
But that's the
good
beauty
times,
of this,
good
man. We
times,
can have fun.
good times, good times.
That
We
is
came
the
to have
beauty
fun
of
with
it.
you guys, man.
Absolutely, man. But let's talk some football, man. We mentioned getting ready, chilling on Sunday, and watching classic game. Not classic games, classic matchups. One classic game, the other one was kind of like a blowout. Um, let's start a little bit with the Chiefs, man, because the reason why I want to start with the Chiefs is because every time Patrick Mahomes, you know, is playing, the Chiefs are almost like the Heatles and shit. You know what I'm saying? That they generate
Yeah.
mad attention. They get all the fucking press. You know what I'm saying? You got Kelsey and Taylor Swift, which we're gonna get into that a little bit later. I know Jay never misses never misses a chance to take a shot when it comes to that. Um, and we talked about Lamar Jackson and him winning another MVP and possibly there being Lamar fatigue. There's definitely Chiefs fatigue. Listen to all the sports radios, listen to all of the ESPN shows, and there's Chiefs fatigue. People are tired of seeing the Chiefs winning. You know what I'm saying? And heavy is the what's the saying? Heavy is the head that
The head
that
that
bears
wears
the
the
crown or
crown.
whatever.
Mhm.
That's part of it, man. And I think also we have the Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl. That's the rematch from a couple of years ago. I don't necessarily think that's the matchup people wanted to see. I think it's probably the best the matchup wise. You know what I mean? The best thing we could see. But the thing with the Chiefs is, like I said, there's fatigue, and then there's people saying, "Man, the NFL has an agenda." You know what I'm saying? They want the Chiefs to win for whatever reason. I don't know if it's Taylor Swift. I don't know if Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid just get the better rating. I don't know what it is, but people are even saying that the NFL is cheating for the fucking Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen a lot of questionable calls throughout the season, particularly the last couple of weeks. Let me ask you guys before I really go to all the plays. You had the 50-50 ball and the 4th and 1 and the Travis Kelsey. Could non-call and the taunting and everything. We'll get into that in a minute. But Jay, I'm gonna go to you first. Is there an agenda with the NFL? Are they cheat? Are the refs cheating for the Chiefs? And when you're watching a game, are you mad like everyone else? Pretty much.
I think that yes, I think there's definitely a agenda because we can call it whatever we want. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey bring ratings to people that are interested in Taylor Swift. I don't know that anyone is tired of the Chiefs winning if you take away the Taylor more. I think the Taylor does two things. It increases ratings for people that are, and she has a really, really strong fan base. So it increases ratings because those people legit now love Travis Kelsey, right?
Right.
The fan base, they love Travis Kelsey based on that. So it increases the ratings 1,000%. And the football, NFL wants eyeballs. That's the reality of it. people that are purists that love the game of football don't appreciate it because the agenda changes the way the game is officiated. The agenda. The NFL wants those eyeballs. The NFL wants that fan base to swarm to the televisions, to swarm to the games, and all the other things that go along with it. And so we have to figure out a way to make it as I don't want to say unnoticeable because it's extremely noticeable to people like you and myself and Q that are watching like that shit. What the fuck? What are they watching? Right? Like we're getting those moments because we're watching these no calls, we're watching these calls, and we're watching and we're saying to ourselves, "What? How did it?" And then it goes the opposite way. So there's definitely 1,000% an agenda, and I don't think that any of us, if there was no, I don't want to say if there was no Taylor Swift, but it's the truth. If there was no Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce romance, and we got to watch and see her every single time something happens, I don't think we'd have the same disdain for the Kansas City Chiefs because they are a good football team. They're an excellently coached football team.
We're watching history.
Patrick Mahomes is a fantastic quarterback. You don't throw for 32,000 yards and 245 touchdowns and, make it to 6 Pro Bowls. That doesn't just happen. That's talent. And the Taylor Swift shit is all not new, but it's kind of new. It extends back from last year. And I think it was worse this year than we've ever seen. So shame on the NFL for pushing their agenda in order to increase the eyeballs. But I can't take away what Patrick Mahomes is doing. I just would have liked to see it without the additional assistance.
I agree. And Q, before I go to you, I want to play this clip from BT and Sal, and it's kind of talks about what Jay just spoke on. Let's take this clip out.
Making as it continues to happen with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, and listen, I don't know that I'm alone. I don't really care for this particular matter. I got the exact opposite of what I wanted to happen yesterday. I don't want to watch the Chiefs anymore. I really don't. And it's odd because I love Andy Reid and I love Patrick Mahomes and I love Arrowhead and I love the fans and I love their great history and tradition. I'm just chiefed out. And listen, I'm just going to put it out there as well. I did not think when, and this isn't the main reason, but it's a big part of it. I didn't think when Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got together that, like, I remember when it first started, so many people were complaining, enough of Taylor Swift, too much. I'm like, it's not really bothering me. It's not really taking away from my enjoyment of the game. Something about Travis Kelce, who has turned into a complete douche. Wow. He just has. He absolutely. I'm tired. I can't anymore.
You don't like the outfit yesterday?
I don't know what the way some men dress these days. I don't like. Dude, the flood's coming. They're up to his kneecap. What are you going to play?
I've never seen that interview or heard that interview, and I watched them religiously. I missed that. But it's funny. He was able to verbalize it probably better than I was, of course. He's been doing this a little longer than me. But I mean it. That's what I feel. Yeah. I'm tired of that shit, dog. Like, I don't want to see her anymore. I don't want to see him. He doesn't even have long hair, and he's doing the fucking hair shit. Like the fucking, the, what's the other guy's name? The Jags quarterback, Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine?
He's doing the Troy Polamalu shit.
Yeah,
he don't got no fucking hair.
Nobody wants to see that shit, dog. We used to have a tight fade with a fucking with a beard with
dope
a
earring,
all that shit. He was very smooth and cool.
And then he started showing up with bucket hats and handlebar mustaches.
Yeah, handlebar mustaches.
Weird. Are we Hulk Hogan or are we EPMD? Like, which one are we?
For a little while, he had the short one too. He had the fucking Hitler joint. It's just.
And what's wild because his brother Jason Kelce keeps it a buck.
It's cool.
Yeah, he's just big. He's a big cornbread fed motherfucker.
And just a funny guy. He's just enjoying himself.
But he's with probably the most famous chick this side of Beyonce. You know what I mean? In the music entertainment business, and he's feeling himself. If he's feeling he's a star.
No, that's the problem. He's not feeling himself. The problem is her stylist and her PR and all those other people are feeling him, and they're creating what you're seeing in him. Yeah. Don't think that that's Travis getting dressed with that bullshit in the morning. Don't think that's Travis.
Yeah, but don't tell me he's not loving it though. Don't tell me he's not.
Of course, bro. Who's not gonna love it?
He's a rock star now. They're a power couple. They're the new fucking Ben and
course.
J-Lo, Jay and Beyonce, fucking,
Of
Swiss and
course.
fucking and Alicia. You
Alicia
know what I mean?
Keys.
Yeah, that type of
But
shit.
it shows you a little bit of the spinelessness of him because you could do
Douchiness.
that and still be douchiness or whatever. I like that. But it shows you that because you could still do that and not be that.
Yeah, yeah,
You could still be a power couple and still be Travis,
yeah.
unless Travis was faking to be the way he was previous. We don't know where's the real fucking. That's the concern.
Yeah. This is a good subject. Let me go to Q real quick, man, because we could go on. Jay, I want to double back to this. This is good, but Q, listen, the narrative of the NFL. Do you think that they want the Chiefs to win? Are they pushing for the Chiefs to win? Are they cheating for the Chiefs to win? Are the refs purposely making bad calls or what we deem are bad? Some people deem as bad calls. It's debatable for the Chiefs to win. What's your opinion?
I don't think so. And the reason I don't think so is because like I don't think there's anything for the refs to gain without losing their credibility and their position in the sport and the team, themselves that that's gaining, the positive note of these calls. I don't think that's, like, and if they are doing it, then I don't know what we have now. We have closet Chief fans that are now referees. Like, come on, like I want to see where everybody was like when the Patriots were going back to back Super Bowls every year, and there was hatred, but more like on a sport of like, all right, then they had the deflate gate, and then they still like people just hated the team in general, with or without them cheating. We just didn't like them. We didn't like Tom Brady. We just like, yo, I'm tired. But it wasn't more like I can't stop seeing them here. It also makes it to the point where you want to see those big fights too. You always want to see that, that Goliath get knocked down by the David, right? Because eventually that's what's going to happen, right? And now everybody is starting to root against the Chiefs at this point, right? Are they going to make it to the Super Bowl and then get knocked off? Except fans like us that are, Giant fans, and the Eagles go there. Obviously, we're not going to be rooting for the Eagles, but I wasn't a Patriots fan or a Seahawks fan, and you know what I mean? And who am I going to root for? I'm not rooting for the Patriots. I'm not. I'm tired of seeing them there, but it's a continuality thing. And I think some of it does have to do with the people that they surround themselves. And I think it also kind of changed, the way that Travis Kelsey has been playing, especially in the beginning of the season. Like, he didn't look like himself, and I don't know if,
Facts. He just started looking like himself.
yeah,
Actually.
he just in the playoffs, and it has to be because Patrick Mahomes can't do it by himself. He doesn't have Rashee Rice. Pacheco doesn't look like 100%. Kareem Hunt is still Kareem Hunt in his like 10th year. You know what I mean? Like who else are we gonna depend on that team for Patrick Mahomes to keep beating everybody? Because it's only gonna get harder for this man every year. It's not gonna get any easier. And Travis Kelsey, the way he's looking like he's slowing down. So when he leaves, now they're gonna have a really big problem because now your number one option, who happens just to be a tight end, is now leaving. So now you're losing blocking, and now you're losing probably a potential 1,000-yard, 10, 12 touchdown season, and playoff phenomena. But it's kind of annoying how when you bring that uh perceptive of perception of showing Taylor Swift. I think that's the difference, and I think that's what separates them from the Patriots, of the Patriots going back, and winning so many Super Bowls and always being there. And I'm pretty sure the Patriots had calls too. Come on, guys, you weren't even allowed to touch Tom Brady. Come on, you put your hand on his chest and he falls back. That shit was fucking, you know what I mean, roughing the passer.
After that injury, yeah, and Tom Brady.
And some of the calls are subjective, but I don't know the rule book because that one catch, he had possession, but it hit the ground. I don't know what exactly it says, and I can tell you for a fact from when I saw Josh Allen try to get the first down, it was clear to me that he looked like he didn't get the first down. I didn't see clear, like his helmet got over the line, but where does the ball? There's no something, there's nothing really substantial to say. So it's like some calls, some calls, there's question marks about it because you really can't say it. And then some are like, all right, maybe they got it this one. But that happens in every game in every sport, and that just only happens in one, and you have to only hold one type of profession accountable, and that's the referees. You have to hold those people because trust me, we could talk about the Knicks and Jalen Brunson not getting no calls, and he gets he gets fucking slapped every time he goes down into the court to take it to the rim. You know what I mean? Like we could talk about this all the time, and it's gonna happen with certain players. But that's what it is. There's always gonna be favoritism to any type of player, and to them just think it's only just Patrick Mahomes. I don't think it's that, but I don't like the fact that they do tend to, it's almost like they're a good business. They're using Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark, what I mean, like to like have more different viewers. And now they're gonna
That's
say,
the
"Hey guys,
problem.
we had the most viewers this year in the Super Bowl." Well, I wonder why. Now let's do a census to see how many of them were women this year compared to the one, when Patrick Mahomes wasn't in the Super Bowl. And I guarantee you, it's gonna be a large discrepancy in the number of women that watch the Super Bowl compared, you know what I mean, compared to when Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey weren't in the Super Bowl. So when they were, I guarantee you that. And
But that,
that's
again, that leans on your statement. Not to cut you, that leans on your statement that there's a stark difference between the reasoning behind the hate. We hated Tom Brady and the Patriots because of the football element of it, and
yeah, yeah.
that was one thing. We are starting to dislike or hate, and they're starting to get more of the frustration from the fan bases based on something that has nothing to do with football. It's
Yeah, but I
totally because of the relationship between their tight end and the girl Taylor Swift. That's where the frustration lies. We don't want to see her. They show her so much that we know that they're gonna get calls because they want to continue to show this woman. That's the problem. What was it?
yeah,
There was no issue there when it came to Tom Brady. We weren't, he was showing Giselle's ass. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, we weren't seeing fucking Giselle every time there was a touchdown, were we?
Yeah, she was banging the yoga guy, right?
Yeah, right. You're the karate instructor, whatever the
She's
fuck he was
the
doing.
karate
Yeah,
instructor.
right.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
whatever it
yeah.
was, we weren't seeing her. It was on the field. We saw Tom Brady and the rest of their crew and whoever the fuck they were playing against.
Yeah,
Now, anytime something fucking happens, they got to go into the fucking skybox and they got to show this girl and her fucking guest. Now it's Caitlin Clark or whoever else is with her, fucking her mom. What's Patrick's wife? They're tight friends, so you gotta fucking see her now. Nobody fucking cares. Enjoy the game. You guys are. I just want to watch the
it's
game.
it's happening in every sport. Like Michael Jordan never got a nudge. Like Patrick Mahomes.
Michael Jordan got
What's his
major
name?
nudges. Pause.
That's what that's like that's what people need to understand too. And it's look, it's what happens when you have the best guy going against a team that's barely in that position, right? Because like you're gonna have to deal again. You're playing against everything. You're playing against the stadium because they were in Arrowhead. You're playing against, the challenges because there's gonna be calls that are not gonna go your way. So that's why when you have to go into that predicament and that's in that environment, you have to show up 190%. You got to make everything happen. And let's be honest, there were some times where Josh Allen didn't play to 110%. He didn't look like how he did the week prior, how he played a perfect game against the Ravens, right? He beat the Ravens because he played a perfect conservative game. This game he got a little bit outlandish. He was throwing the ball down and you're away, so which I found a little bit weird because obviously it was snowing in the Ravens game, but you know you always have to go against those odds, and I understand the questionable calls and I can agree to a certain extent, but I don't see what the referee, and I think if anything's gonna come out of this, then the referees that were refereeing the game are gonna. I would hope at this point, if it comes to this matter, they would be under investigation. Hopefully, this leads to some type of league changes because that's one thing I do love about football. They don't give no shits about changing one rule from the next the next year. They don't care. Like, but then that also leads to a lot of other things, right? Just imagine how often these rules change and these guys got to remember, and then it's like shit, did I miss it? And then did I not miss it? And then they'd be
Fuck ups.
afraid to call the whistle, and then they call the whistle at the wrong time, and they all got to huddle up. There's a lot of room for error when those type of changes, start to occur, especially in a big time league like this. This is the number one watch sports in America.
I
I'm
agree.
fine with the we discussed like the nudge and and the star athletes getting the preferential treatment and things like that. I'm okay with that when it comes to performance, right? Like I'm not
Yeah.
okay with it, but I'm okay with it. I can deal with it. It's been happening for years. The stars are gonna get the nod.
Yeah.
Tie goes to the runner type shit almost. But when you bring external elements to it, it bothers me, bro. And that's what I'm seeing here with this.
Yeah.
This isn't just Patrick Mahomes being the great Patrick Mahomes that he is. He doesn't need the extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you add the visuals to it, it creates the controversy. Leave it the fuck
Yeah.
off the screen, and then we can just have the conversation. Maybe they're leaning in Patrick's direction based on him just being a new goat. But when you put the girl on the screen and then show him next, Travis next, they're not even showing fucking Patrick if you really think about it. Patrick could do some shit and they'll show Travis and the girl.
Yeah. Facts, 100%. But yeah,
That's
now
crazy to me.
they are leaning towards Patrick to be the GOAT for sure. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good way to segue into the next topic, man. But before
Yeah,
we do
man.
that, what do you think? We pay some bills, man. Get some bills paid.
Well, we're gonna pay some bills. All right, man. Yo, guys, as you all know, you know what I mean? We sponsored by Underdog Energy. You know what I mean? Yo, take a little sip. This is blueberry. This is good too. Watch. Now I'm gonna be up for the next 3 days, man. Underdog performance drink, all right. Underdog's new Patriot Pop flavor delivers a bold, refreshing blend of cherry lime and blue raspberry flavors, embodying the spirit of freedom and determination. All right, you hear me? After the success of the original UD Energy formula, this updated formula focuses on clean, sustained energy and material and mental clarity, removing beta alanine and ATP for a streamlined approach for fueling peak performance. All right. Crafted for athletes who push boundaries and live to defy the odds, this drink is your ultimate for focus, energy, and recovery without compromise, with no artificial additives and sugar-free flavor. It's as clean as it is effective. Make sure you buy yours ASAP and use promo code RealSportsTalk10 for an additional 10% off your purchase.
That's it. Go out and get that underdog, man. That shit'll have you benching 350 in the gym. Nah, I'm capping. Don't try 350. Lead at the J and them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it'll
350.
it'll definitely give you another 10 minutes on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A nice little workout in there. But nah, it tastes really good. It's all natural, like Q said. And go out and make sure you get underdog. Use promo code RealSports10. Yo, Tom Brady has long been crowned the GOAT, right? Even before he stopped playing, you know. And we talk about narratives and what the NFL is trying to push. You know, you're hearing Patrick Mahomes. First they were calling him the baby GOAT. Now they want to call him the GOAT. Now his playing career, he's only been in the league what 7, 8 years, something like that. His playing career is
Seven
far from
years.
over. Yeah, 7 years. He's 29 years old. Hasn't even hit 30 yet. You know, Q, I'm gonna go to you first. I know you just finished off, but
Yeah.
is Q? Listen, is Brady still the GOAT, or has Patrick Mahomes surpassed him in your opinion? Especially if he three-peats. I don't want to leave that part out. If he hits this three-peat this year, does that seal the deal? Does that solidify him as the greatest of all time in your opinion?
Before we do this, I'm gonna take a shot with my fellas. All right.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all ready,
I
but
need a
let's take a
shot
shot
because
because this is
I'm
gonna
having
be
all types of technical
it's gonna be yeah.
difficulties
Well,
and
you
shit
need
going
a
on over
shot. We're gonna
I
take
need
we're
some
gonna
underdog. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a lot going on over here behind the scenes. I ain't got no fucking nigga on the boards. I'm on the boards.
Word up. Salute, fellas. This is gonna be a
Salute.
good
All right,
topic right
this
here.
this topic right here is gonna be strong. Let's go.
Let's get it. Salute.
I'm gonna
Peace,
straight
peace,
up.
peace.
Yeah, salute. I'm gonna straight up and say no. I don't think if he three piece, I still won't consider him the goat.
Okay.
Um, Granted, he's gonna be that's never been done, right? I don't think right. I don't think any quarterback has ever won 3 Super Bowls
Nah.
back to back to back. There's always been like 1 year intervals.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about that, and me saying that statement is kind of wild because if you bring up their 7 year career, it's Patrick Mahomes is like beating him on like every category. But I can't base someone's whole career off of the first 7 years off of what somebody also accomplished. We also have to remember that Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls. He also went to 10 Super Bowls. Like we can't. So just because he won 4 Super Bowls and you know what I mean, and he's been to 4 Super Bowls in 5 seasons, and he won 3 in a row, all of a sudden, he's the greatest of all time. What if he retires right now? He's better than Tom Brady. I disagree. Like now, if he happens to win maybe another 2 or 3, and potentially it may or may not happen, we don't know what this team is gonna be, entangled with. Like we saw that there's no more really star players, and
I
on
think
that
they're getting
team.
ready to load back up though.
But
Isaiah
and,
Worthy
and
looks
and
like a baller. That motherfucker lightning fast.
yeah, we'll
I think they're
see.
gonna bring another guy. I don't think
Yeah,
they're
and they
going
have and they
anywhere.
have
I think we're gonna have to deal
and
with
they
these
have
dudes for a
and yeah, and
while.
they have Rasheed Rice. But if they're
Yeah.
still gonna maintain this fast pace, then we're gonna do it. But me personally, I can't judge somebody's career. You know what I mean? Like just based off of a small snippet compared to what somebody did in longevity, and that person
Yeah.
has accomplished way more.
Seven
You
years. I
know,
don't know. Is that small snippet to you? You think?
he
It's pretty
hasn't.
big sample
Yeah,
size.
yeah, but he also needs to win 4 more Super Bowls. I don't care how many yards he's thrown. You know what I mean? Like he still needs to win. Tom Brady was in the Super Bowl in 2002,
You think he needs to win
2004,
four
2000.
more? In your opinion, four he has to win four in
I
order to be
think if
considered a GOAT?
I think if he wins at least 3,
Mm.
even if he can win 5 to 6, he's gonna shatter everything else. If he can win 5 to 6 Super Bowls, then I would consider him the greatest of all time if he did it faster than
Yeah,
Tom Brady.
I say 5 to 6. Yeah, I say 5 to 6.
You know what I mean? I'm happy with
Yeah.
that. But until he reached that accolade, and if I'm sorry, I just can't call it right now. That's like saying somebody's gonna have, like, if you a rapper and you have 1 platinum album and somebody has, you know what I mean, 3 platinum albums, but your 1 platinum album got platinum way faster than their 3 platinum albums. Does that make you a better rapper than them? Nah.
So the three
Like,
peat. So if he three peats, even though it's never been done
no,
before,
he's gonna go down in history, but he's still not the greatest of all time. He still has to show in and show up. Like, is he gonna continue to keep winning and keep making it to the Super Bowl?
so we're basing great. And just to play devil's advocate, we're basing greatest of all time on Super Bowl rings, hardware.
I think you have to base it on some type of accolades. I don't base it on stats. I base it on, you got to base it
I mean,
on
he's got
winning,
accolades,
right? And this is why, yeah, but this is why.
right? He
No,
got some
yeah,
accolades with him.
no, yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, he has accolades and he surpassed them, right? But he doesn't have the important ones. Like I don't the super winning MVP, that shit is cool, man. But winning the whole thing, that's what's more important. You think these guys joined the league to say, "Damn, man, I can't wait to be an MVP 10 times, but never won a fucking Super Bowl." What the hell?
Let me ask you
Like
this, Q. Let me ask you this, and this is semantics, but is he better? Is he better than Brady? Maybe not the greatest of all time right now, right? Is he better? Is he a better football player than Tom Brady right now? Up until this point, we say seven. What is 7 years? The first you said 7 years
the
been in the
first
league,
seven,
right?
yeah, the first 7 years, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm
yeah.
looking at
They
some of his stats. He got him in. He's got him in almost everything. He's got him in
No, he has them
starts.
in everything. He has them in
He's
everything.
got him in
The only thing
record.
they're
He's got
tied
him in
for is championships, right? And that's it. Like he's been to more Pro Bowls. He's
more
been to more
passing
All Pros.
yards, more passing TDs, less interceptions, more better yards per attempt, better passer rating, way better passer rating. Fourth quarter comebacks. That one jumps off the page to me. Fourth quarter comebacks. We all know Tom Brady as Mr. Fourth Quarter, right? You know what I'm saying? All those comeback drives. He's got 14 to 11 in fourth quarter comebacks. Game winning drives. They're tied 16. I mean, division titles as a starter 6 to 4. League MVPs 2. Brady has none up in, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, G. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
listen, I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
I'll say
yeah,
talent wise, yeah, I think they're better. But you also understand that they're two different quarterbacks, and it's
yeah,
two different generations of football too. Because, like with other sports, when they revolutionize, there's still certain familiarities and comparisons that you can make between one era to the next, right? But with football, it's different. These guys went from a passing league for about 40 years, 30 years to, like, oh shit, now the quarterbacks is using using legs and being mobile now after one year to the next. Like the transition was so imperative and so, like, mind numbing that a lot of people, like, didn't know what the hell was going on, because, like, when
yeah.
we saw Michael Vick, we were like, what? This is new. And we started seeing Cam Newtons and all these other players, and it's like,
RG3,
yeah, the RG3s
Josh,
and
and
the Colin Kaepernicks, and like it's like, oh, hold on, these guys in college, they can now. Oh wait, hold on. This changed your whole scheme. Oh wait, we don't just need you to sit in the court in the pocket no more. Like you could actually get outside the
when did
pocket.
that change start? You think, in your opinion? Not to digress, but we always credit Michael Vick with the running shit, and he was definitely the OG of that shit because he took shit to another level. But when you look at guys like Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, even Donovan McNabb a little bit,
McNabb.
and McNabb.
I think it started with McNabb.
Yeah, okay.
He
Just
was the
wanted
one.
I
He's
think
the one
that's
that
when
he
that
jumps
jumps
out
off
to
the
me.
page. Yeah. Same
McNabb.
thing. McNabb.
Yeah. Randall
McNabb.
Cunningham too.
You say,
Yeah,
Randall Cunningham, yes, but I think McNabb really started to innovate the mobile quarterback.
the mobile shit. Yeah, Steve Young a
You
little bit
know,
too.
even Culpepper.
Yeah,
Even
Dante Culpepper.
Yeah,
Rest in peace.
Dante
Culpepper
Culpepper. Yeah, word. Yeah, word. But
at that time.
but
No,
there's a
Culpepper's
lot.
still alive, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Stephen. Yeah.
No,
Knock on
you
wood.
thinking
Yeah,
of Stephen
yeah,
there.
Stephen. Yeah.
But you
Oh, you
know,
said rest in peace.
My
yeah.
bad. Yeah, I'm thinking of
But
Stephen now. Thinking of
but
Stephen now. Yeah.
We
but
put
there's a lot
Dante
of
in the
things,
grave.
man, because
Nah, knock on wood.
because if we're gonna make this like, and we don't have to make this another debate, but then we can start talking about Michael Jordan and LeBron James. He's shattered every accolade that Michael Jordan has done, except for certain things like MVPs and shit like that. But he's been to more championships, but he's not as clutch. And then you got Michael Jordan, who's always won every time he's win. He three-peated twice, but like, and it is that not the same comparison at this? And
Nah,
then
I don't
even in
think
the
so.
Nah, I don't
Because
think so
I
either.
think if I was to pull up Michael Jordan and LeBron stats in their first, let's say, how many years? 14 years they play, right? I guarantee Michael stats will probably be better.
It's unbelievably it's a stark difference when you look at the stats as far as
Yeah.
those two players. So
no,
that's probably a little
it's
bit
really
different.
not. They've done it already.
It's they,
Like
they weren't even on the same.
look,
Mike stayed on the same team for the first. Like you can't take. I'm not gonna allow people to say.
I know,
that,
but I think we're taking the conversation to a different place though,
but we
because
got
like
to
when
be
you start talking
realistic
about,
though.
we can't talk about changing teams though, because then you know what I mean. But we
Why
got to just
can't you?
talk about just because it's winning, right? We got to talk about how it is
But
to
if you're
win
winning,
and how dependable you are to that team to win.
But Q, if you take it that way, if you take a person and you put them in a whole nother environment, and you put them with players that are much better than the players that that you were with previously, and you had to leave your environment to go to find another space to win, how does that not count against what it is that you accomplished? Like there has to be something that's taken away from that. There's no way we can look at LeBron and say LeBron's first 10, let's just say, versus Mike's first 10, and we're gonna say that there's the same situation going on there. Mike went through everything and then won and won and won, retired, came back, won, and won, right? LeBron lost, then went somewhere else. He said, I can't take no more losing. Left, went and joined two other All-Stars somewhere else. Lost, pardon me, when he got there, lost, then won, then lost and said, I'm out of here again. How does
No,
that not
no,
matter?
I know those scenarios, but I'm just saying, but because when you think about it, like, so let's say Patrick Mahomes, right, plays another. This we don't even gotta go with 17 years. Let's go like another 8 years, right? He plays 15 years, right? So plays 15 years, so he has another 8 years. I'll give him even another 9, right? But and he only wins one more Super Bowl, right? And only makes it to maybe 2 others. Now, are we still having this GOAT conversation? Or is this a premature conversation that we're having right now?
I think it is. I'm in agreement that I don't see him as being the GOAT at this point. Tom Brady, you still have that. Something can be said. Something has to be said about 7 rings, however it happened. Something has to be said about that. 6 in one space, and then he left, and he was about to retire. He went to Tampa Bay on a wing and a prayer, and was able to pull another ring out of his fucking ass. That's the truth of the matter.
He
went
fucked
there
around,
and,
might have got another one, except Giselle fucked him up.
right.
You never
know.
know.
So with that being said, I mean I get the. Here's the other part. Patrick Mahomes has been playing with a much better roster than Tom Brady has ever played with, and that's reality.
Absolutely.
That's reality.
I didn't want to bring that up.
And he's been playing with a much more stable roster. he's had some changes along the way. Of course, the Tyreek Hills and some new additions.
As of late, he's had a lot of changes at the receiver
Right.
position. Yeah.
For the most part, it's been pretty stable. And again, that's not. I want to make sure I'm clear because I'm from Queens, New York. I live in Tyler, Texas, which is right down the block from where Patrick Mahomes grew up and went to school. So this neighborhood is very Patrick Mahomes-ish. His pops, still is out here in White House wilding the fuck out and getting drunk and getting arrested and all types of other shit. So, and Pat, you know how we feel about Pat in Queens, right? He played for us with the Mets, so we got love for him. So, I got love for him from two directions. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's a lot of.
That
That's
was
a lot. That's mad directions. B.
That was bad, son.
That was bad directions.
Yo.
B. Yo, oh my god, son, yo, like, yo, hold on. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it, yo.
I gotta find
Come
it.
on.
Oh, shit.
Yo,
Where
man,
we
yo,
at?
that's
Jay.
crazy, bro.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
I'm drunk right now.
Yo, he said I got love for him in two
Matt-
directions. I'm not even sure what that means, but that shit don't
I
even
don't
sound
know,
right.
but it sounds bad both ways.
Because I'm gonna explain. Like, hold on.
That's that. He's got
there's
great hands. That's on that level.
That's on that level. It's wild. That's wild. It is. That's an award.
It was the expression in my voice. That's all, man. We're gonna have the pause awards. Let's do the pause awards.
Yo, the pause awards. Yo, we're gonna need to have. We gotta hire some people
Whoever
to vote in.
wins, whoever wins is really the loser.
Yeah, word.
Automatic loser.
You know what I'm saying? The pause awards.
The pause awards. Oh my god.
We're gonna do the pause awards.
But the funny, we do need to do that. And then whoever. I was thinking all types of weird shit. We fucking make the actual award. Would be wild.
Yeah.
I don't want that award. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't want
Y'all
that
keep
award.
that shit.
You gotta keep that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we're gonna keep it PG. We got like a pause button or some shit.
Yeah. But I done lost my fucking train of thought. Like I don't even know.
In two directions. So
exactly. I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that one. No,
but you were making a case for Brady.
I was making because we do have to respect Patrick Mahomes and what he's done up until this point. But with that being said, you can't. And I'll say something else. I know this is going to be a controversial thought. The game was a little rougher when Brady was in the league. The game is absolutely starting to soften a little bit. You got motherfuckers running around with helmets on top of helmets. Like, this is weird. Like,
Here's the irony, Jay. Not to cut you. The game was definitely rougher, but when Brady caught that injury that year, that what's his name, Matt Castle came in there, was maybe the turning point.
The turning point. I agree.
Yeah,
I completely agree. Because that they started to protect the quarterback a little bit
that's
different.
the irony.
With that being said, but even with that being said, even though it was protecting the quarterback, the rest of those motherfuckers were still. It was still.
They was going hard. They was lighting shit up.
They were still lighting Think about Devontae Burfict hits and that type of shit. Motherfuckers were still getting sent.
Yo, Burfict used to
lights out and you know what I mean, and all them dudes, man.
Yeah, James Harrison and Ray Lewis.
James Harrison.
James Harrison.
Earl
James Harrison is a
and-
mean motherfucker, man.
Yo, bro, James Harrison is.
Yo, they remember when they did the no helmet, the helmet shit? He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He was still spearing dudes. Like, yo, James Harrison's a wild boy.
Bro, he could play right now.
Yeah, for sure.
He's still the same
jacked.
son, getting it on. You know what I'm saying? He could play right now.
Yep. Sean
Maybe
Marion.
one season.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of wild pass rushers, but yeah, for sure, absolutely. We could pass rushers. We go down. Man, that's there's 1,000 of them dudes.
You get Ray.
But I get your point. Yeah.
So with that being said, I think the game has kind of. I don't want to say it's gotten soft because I don't want to disrespect the pass rushers that are playing today.
Yeah.
The Micah Parsons, the Aiden Hutchinsons. Those guys still absolutely get after the. Bosa. Those guys still get after the quarterback. But there is a little bit of the violence that has been legislated out of the game in order to accommodate what Patrick Mahomes is doing right now. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely, I agree. Let me ask you guys this, man, and this is we're gonna transition to this other topic, and I'm gonna start with a clip. As much as we're talking about the GOAT, and Mahomes elevated play, and we read off all his stats are crazy, and he's 7 straight AFC Championship appearances, possibly about to three-peat. I think he's gonna three-peat. We'll get into that next episode. Probably will give you like a preview or something. But there's people who seem to believe that he's falling off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In terms of his production, I'm gonna play this clip from Skip Bayless, man. Skip is in a little bit of hot water, but that's neither here nor there. I want to hear your take on this after we do this. If Patrick Mahomes is falling off, here we go.
Okay, here comes the Super Bowl. Here comes Patrick Mahomes again. But has anybody out there but me noticed that Patrick Mahomes is no longer Patrick Mahomes? That super duper star who took the NFL by storm in his first 5 years, by bombs away storm, everybody go long and I'll throw it 80 yards for touchdown after touchdown. Storm, storm, storm. Patrick Mahomes run is what he used to be. That guy is gone, along with much of the splash and the flash. Tell me I'm wrong about this. This guy, this Mahomes, he plays shockingly boring football. This Mahomes has turned into the ultimate dink and dunk artist. Tell me I'm wrong. No NFL quarterback gets rid of the ball quicker than Patrick Mahomes. Instead of high-rolling hundreds trying to hit the casino jackpot the way he used to, especially in his first couple of years, this Mahomes just quietly and patiently plays the dollar slots. And it's not like he's 40 now and conceding to age. Nope. Patrick Mahomes is playing like a grandpa at the ripe old age of 29. He's just 29. Career low stats this season across the board for Patrick Mahomes. And I've thrown this out there before. Over the last 2 years, he has thrown a bunch of interceptions. Over the last 2 years, he has 25. That's second in the entire league to my guy Baker Mayfield.
So he's saying that his production is declined. I'm gonna play one more clip just to give us some context, because some people think Skip is a hater, and Skip is a hater, and he's been hating on Patrick Mahomes for years when he was on Undisputed. Shannon was kind of the Mahomes, advocator, and Skip was kind of the detractor. But let me just play this clip by BT, and then I want to get your analysis. Here we go.
I know.
He doesn't make a mistake. Like you can't beat him. You can't beat him. That's the point. Costos is right. Like, you might as well join them. They don't get beat. It's been 3 freaking years. Nobody can beat them.
Well, I mean, they may have beaten him if a couple of calls went a different way, and I know we'll get to that, but there were obviously some bad spots, some situations that clearly hurt Kansas City. Yeah, and it really is amazing. Like, Mahomes is still fairly young. If you look at him, I use like the young Jordan analogy. Like when Jordan came in, and, remember he put 60-something up against the Celtics in that playoff series in the mid-'80s. Like that, he was like a young Jordan. He was doing things, the no looks, he's a little quicker, maybe a little lighter on his feet. He still has the rocket, but he was just putting up stupid video game numbers. He's not that anymore. But you're right. When he's got to make that throw and thread the needle and move the sticks and break somebody's back, with a 12 or 13 yard run, he's got to respond, get his team to the end zone. He really is he's awesome.
All right. So
that was wild, BT. Yo, Jay, you got to admit, there is a little bit of decline in terms of definitely pizzazz. We don't see the around the back shit no more, the shovel passes, and I'm going to bring up Pro Football Focus after you're done. The deep passes down the field have definitely declined, and there's a bunch of stats that he's declined in. Could it be a mixture of the receivers, the style of play? What do you think, in your opinion? Is Patrick Mahomes slightly falling off a little bit? We know he makes the big play, but is he falling off a little bit?
Well, I mean, listen, football years are different than regular years.
Yeah.
I know you're like, he's only 29. He's played a lot of football.
Yeah, it's like dog years.
Yeah, he's played a lot of football. That's first. Yeah. So some of that shit,
going
like
deep in the postseason, yeah.
Well, yeah, when you go to some of the imaginative plays that he was doing in real time, those things were through necessity. Those things were through athleticism and just the game comes to you. I only say this, right? And I'll use this. when you first come into anything that you're going to do, anything of record, you come into it, you're unconsciously incompetent. You have no idea what you don't know, right? When you come into the NFL, you're unconsciously incompetent. That's just the way it works. You got there and it is what it is. Then as you start to play a little bit more, you become consciously incompetent, meaning you know what you don't know, which is where like maybe your second year. Your third year, you're consciously competent and you're like, yo, I can do this shit. And it is what it is. Then you become unconsciously competent, meaning you have no idea what the fuck you know. And that's when you saw Patrick Mahomes get around the back passes, the no looks and all the other shit. Then you become the next level, which is where he got to, which is where the Michael Jeffrey Jordans and those guys sit, and that's the unconsciously competent. They have no idea what the fuck they can do. They just go in and just light it the fuck up. Now he's saying to himself, I don't have those weapons to try those types of things. I could fuck around and get myself hurt. So he's got to change the game a little bit based on what he has around him and based on where he's at in his career. That's what you're seeing. It's not a decline. I'm sure he could probably still get busy. He could still fucking launch it, rocket arm and all those other things. He just doesn't have the opportunity as he used to. And some of it, of course, is the mental mortality creeping in and saying to himself, why? I can do it this way without putting myself in risk.
What about the weapons? The lack of weapons. Hollywood Brown is a decent receiver. I like Worthy. They traded up to get him with Buffalo. I wasn't sure about him in the beginning of the season, but the more and more I watch him, I think he's going to be a stud. I think next year he's going to have a breakout fucking year. He's one of the fastest receivers in the league, so that's good. But he's still developing, and there's been a lot of guys. You have Juju in there. You got D Hop. D Hop's not really being used. D Hop's a little bit older. He's still a good route runner. But do you think the interchanging of the weapons and the different personnel and everything,
Of
that
course.
see that plays a part in it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Listen, comfort has a lot to do. Football is a comfort sport. You have to be comfortable with the people you're throwing the football to. You got to be comfortable with the people that are blocking for you.
Yeah.
You have to be comfortable with the running back, knowing that he's going to be there to receive the handoff and things it's a comfort level type of a game more than any other sport. You have to rely on those other people. Basketball, yeah, you hope that he fucking, like you pass the rock, you hope he hits it, right? You hope that the screen is there or whatever. But if a motherfucker misses a block, it could be over for you. You may not be seen ever again. That could be the end of the career or the end of the night or the end of the season. So it's so many things that have to come into play, and that's at the blink of an eye. So you have to change your game based on what you have around you. When you have full confidence in the O-line, full confidence in those receivers coming out of breaks, you got a Worthy that, he's super fast, but the guy's coming out of breaks late, right? Yeah. You got super fast, but
route running not up to par yet. Yeah.
Not there.
Yeah.
I can't do a Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning thing and go into a fucking into a dome stadium in the dark and just throw motherfucking and you're gonna
throw it to the spot, not to the receiver.
Not to the receiver, right?
That's
not happening yet.
I know the receiver's gonna be there. Yeah.
Yeah, but so physically, I don't think any of his attributes have started to decline at 29 years old. Maybe some of it has a little bit, having played a lot of football, but I still think that the ability is there. I just think that the trust and that the supporting cast force you to have to alter your game in order to accommodate, one, career longevity, and two, winning the football game.
Yeah, I agree. Q, what do you think?
No, I definitely agree as well. People got to put those type of parameters into perspective because, he has played a significant amount of football, and look, he's going around some receiver that he's just can't just chuck the ball up and think he's gonna be there. He doesn't have a Tariq Hill no more.
Yes, Kadarius Toney, or he had Kadarius Toney.
Or McCall Hardman, or
it doesn't matter. But even when Tariq Hill was his Cheetah was his main guy, man. That guy is the reason why he won those 2 Super Bowls. And even to go back, Tom Brady never really had like that. He had nothing like that except for Randy Moss, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Gronkowski. Yeah. If you want to talk about similarities, then we talk about Mahomes.
He didn't even win a ring with Randy Moss.
Yeah, the Amendolas and the Edelmans
and the Wes Welkers,
and the Deion Branches, and shout out to them.
Those were all short plays.
Yeah,
those were
underneath guys. And
what Patrick Mahomes is doing, he's playing his game that he needs to do to his best ability. Why am I gonna launch a pigskin 40 yards down the field if I'm not 100% sure this guy can beat his cornerback, or if he's even gonna catch it. See, that was the trust that you were talking about, Jay. Because when he threw that shit 50 yards down to Tariq Hill, or 30 yards to Tariq Hill, he knew Tariq Hill was gonna catch it, and there was probably like a 60% chance that Tariq Hill was
He's
gonna score a
going
touchdown.
yard.
like
He's
Yeah,
that's
for
going
it.
sure,
yard.
Like
for sure, for
I just
sure.
need to get him past the 20. As long as it's over a 20-yard pass to Tariq Hill, probably gonna get it to a touchdown.
And some of this also
You know,
could lead into why the guy has the amount of interceptions he has, because of the unsureness and the uncertainty of ways throwing the football. I'm not going to put it all on that.
Or the
That
disconnect from his.
right,
And
right,
like, and
right.
I don't know, and it could go deeper than this, because like, is he like is his wide receivers meeting with him, and like, who knows what goes behind this whole shit to get their organization in place? Are there players listening to the plays? Is it the weather, and weather affected them when they're like, yo, when I'm practice I can do this, but then when I'm on these big lights, I'm running this shit 2 seconds late. 2 seconds late is a lifetime, buddy. I don't know if you guys ever saw Any Given Sunday, but 2 seconds is a lifetime. And you have, and that those are the key moments, and the big time quarterbacks like Mahomes and Tom Brady, since that's the subject of the matter, these guys know when to make the right decisions. But they have to depend on their team to be able to make the play. All I could do is just give you my best, but it's like a give and a take. And if there's no recovery at the end, or there's nothing, there's no catches being made, and drop passes, and there's fumbles, or there's some situations where you try to make an extra yard, and just knowing where you are and not getting out of bounds. There's a million and one different scenarios that can happen on a football game. That's what's so beautiful of it. But you have to trust to know that they have to make the right decision, know when to play the ball. Man, Patrick Mahomes, I don't think he's slowing down. That's why I think he potentially, I have a strong feeling he's going to be way better than Tom Brady. Way better. I think he could
I
win a
think he is
lot
better than
more.
Brady already, but just with a running factor, the escapability, I think that's what separates them two. If they were both
No,
just pocket passes, I think you can make a case for either of them. Probably Brady wins at this point, with the hard one and everything. But I think the escapability, they both make big plays. They both clutch, but the escapability,
so so
I
so
think you got
so
to
so
give it
so,
to
so
Mahomes. But with that, I don't want to double back. My
no,
fault.
no, and I think I kind of want to do. I think I kind of want to do now, because I think
Let me get
let's
my
talk.
take on Mahomes
Oh yeah,
after
of
you done.
course, of course,
After you
yeah.
done. After you done. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. So I want to ask you a good. I want to ask both of you a
W-
good
w-
question.
All right, we'll definitely double back to that. But this is what I want to say about that, and I'll make it short and sweet. Like when I heard when we were coming up with the topics, and this topic was selected, sometimes I'm a guy I like to give shit the eye test. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really like a super analytical guy. I like to throw the stats in here a little bit because it sounds sexy, and the audience likes it. And you know what I'm saying? But I'm more of an eye test guy. But I said let me not be lazy. Let me dig a little bit deeper on this one. Pause. And kind of look into like what the decline actually is. You know what I'm saying? And I came up with a couple of things, man. Yards per attempt last year, yards per attempt have dropped uh, every year since he came in the league. That's one, right? That's not alarming, but something to keep your eye on. A lot of his stuff is dink and dunk stuff, like Skip kind of mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff that's not dink and dunk stuff is like yak yards, right? You know what I'm saying? Yards after the catch, right? Which is cool. That means your receivers are getting yards after the catch. They're
Are
breaking
getting it.
tackles.
They're getting it in stride.
Right. They're getting in stride. They're breaking tackles. They're putting moves on people. Whatever. Yards per completion, big drop off since he came in the league. I think he's second in the league in interceptions the last 2 years. If you check Pro Football Focus, and check out Pro Football Focus, my favorite website for stats. You'll see, we talked about all the deep stuff, passes that are 20 plus yards down the field. They're at an all time low in his career. You know what I'm saying? He's middle slash bottom of the pack in completion percentage. You know what I'm saying? So, like, these are significant things. Now, are they alarming? No, because I also think we talked about the change in personnel, the receivers. You mentioned he lost Tyreek Hill. He has a couple of good. They've been bringing in serviceable guys. You know what I'm saying? But it's a system over there. Andy Reid and Matt Nagy and Spag, they have a system, so it's like a plug and play almost. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Andy Reid is asking him to do all the crazy shit he once was asking him to do. You know what I'm saying? So do I think he's falling off? No, I don't think he's falling off at all. What counts to me is, do you make the play when it fucking counts? And he's fucking money when it counts. He has a knack for hitting the right receiver, for picking up the extra 3, 4 yards. And everyone likes to say the refs are cheating for him. Are they? Possibly, I don't know. But you can't deny when the game is on the line, money's on the line, 2 minute drive. Eli used to be, to me, like, people say Eli's a mediocre quarterback. To me, he was the best in the league at the 2 minute drive. I remember Eli would
I
throw
agree.
interceptions all
Oh
game and
yeah,
fresh all game and frustrated. When the 2 minute drill, the no huddle shit,
like
I'm confident Eli's taking you down the field, and I'm
yeah.
confident Patrick Mahomes is taking you down the field. So do I think he's falling off? No, I think he's changing. But one thing I will say is he has gained a little bit of weight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if life is good. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, man. Maybe next year he might show up with the bucket hat and the handlebar mustache and 25 pounds overweight, and then we got to be concerned. You know
Of
what I'm
course,
saying?
life is good. We know life is good.
Life is good, brother.
We know
Yeah,
life is
life is
good.
good.
You know what I mean? But I don't think he's falling off. But there is a decline. But I think there's a lot of different things, that's causing that. But
But
yeah,
there should be a lot of mentality toward it too, right? Like because we saw what some of the greatest have to do, right? Like if you want to be great and maintain to be great,
yeah,
there's certain things you got to do, whether it's life changes and maybe friends you got to hang around with, shit you got to eat,
yeah.
the way you have to exercise, and how you practice with your teammates and all off time. It could change your whole life around. Look at Tom Brady. He loved football so much, man. That's probably why he ended up getting divorced. You know what I mean? Which is fucked
That's
up. But
definitely
like,
why. And then
but
he,
that's
and he
how
gets
that's how
divorced,
devoted.
and then he gets divorced to spend more time with her, and then she leaves him. Yeah, I'd be tight if I was Tom Brady. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? I
yeah.
think you saw him
You
passing
know,
the ball around with I think was Edelman and what's the crew over there? Edelman and
Amendola.
nah, it's Edelman. It's Strahan. It's
Oh, and Terry Bradshaw.
Gronk and all them. He was
Oh,
Oh,
Gronk,
yeah,
yeah,
Terry
Pops.
Bradshaw. He was
yeah,
throwing the ball around the other day, and you could tell he wants to play football bad, man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And that was his life. But like, I think the other factor that we're not taking into context as well is like where this organization is gonna be also in 10 years. Because like I think that's also something we have to anticipate, right? Because if we're talking about his changes just in a 7 year, like he may be having his best 7 years, I'm reiterating from before. But what if the changes are so catastrophic that it just diminishes everything else, and now you have to make multiple adjustments, like because you got to remember, like Spags potentially could be another. He could be a head coach somewhere else in the next couple of years. Andy Reid is 66. We don't know how long he's going to be the head coach. And this is the surrounding factor. And do you guys feel like if they make some of those changes in those coaching changes, like if Spags leaves or Andy Reid leaves, that's what's really going to diminish. I mean, and be the reason why he doesn't get to where he should have been potentially if they would have stayed.
Well,
I
then it
think that's
becomes
a
the
problem.
situation like
Yeah,
no, but then it becomes the situation like when Tom Brady and Belichick parted. Which one of
yeah.
them was responsible for the wins? We'll be having the same conversation all over again.
I
Whether
agree.
Andy Reid, let's say Andy Reid retires and let's say Spags goes into the coaching situation. If they lose that year, then we're gonna blame it on the Andy Reid syndrome, right? Let's say Andy Reid stays, and for whatever reason, Patrick Mahomes gets traded to not traded, but his contract expires or whatever, and he decides he's going to test free agency and goes to fucking wherever. If he goes over there and wins again, then we'll have the same conversation. So it's you know what it is. We're gonna only those two guys, just like Brady and Belichick, were better together. Period.
Yeah. I
Brady
don't think.
won,
Yeah.
but those two guys are
See,
just
but
better
see, but the
together.
key
If I'm
factor
Spags,
is
I'm not going
because
anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. You see what
yeah,
happened to Bieniemy?
for
He's an
what?
afterthought
Why would
now.
I leave?
You
Yeah,
saw it, and know this. Listen, you deserve second chances, but you see what happened with the Rams. It didn't really work out that well. I think he's a DC. I think he's a really good DC. Saw him with the Giants. See him with he's having a legendary. He's a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator, 100%. If I'm him, I don't leave. I always cite Bieniemy because Bieniemy left, and the Chiefs never lost a beat, and now he's an afterthought. He's in college somewhere. Nobody's even thinking about him. Why he said nothing about his commander run. So if I'm Spags, stay put, B. You know what I mean? Some people just we've seen Robert Saleh was back with San Francisco. I think
Nothing,
Robert Saleh is
nothing's
just a
wrong with that.
DC. You know what I mean?
Nothing,
Nothing wrong with
well,
that at
there's
all.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So do you think only because that Tom Brady when he went to because he did a huge culture change when he left it because he left the Patriots. He retired first, and then
Yeah.
Bill Belichick ended up getting, what I mean,
Molly
on the
whopped all
chopping
over the
block.
place. Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, but like you think if Tom Brady going over to the Buccaneers, do you think he won that Super Bowl based on coaching, talent, or the talent surrounding him?
I
Both.
think I think all
It's
three.
both.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
coaching, the
it's
talent
both.
surrounding him, and himself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Bruce Arians doesn't win it without him. Tom doesn't win it without the talent. And Tom carefully listen. Tom didn't say he surveyed the league, right? And he looked at the rosters, and they were stout on both sides of the ball that year. You know what I'm saying? They talked Bruce Arians back into coaching. You know what I'm saying? And it was a smart, calculated, cunning move. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Bill Belichick was left with a
A
fucking
shell.
cup. Yeah, which he did to himself. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he tried to
Yeah.
bring in Cam Newton, that didn't work, and then he wanted to put Stidham in there, and then he bring in Mac Jones. It just got fucking bad over there. But
And you know what's crazy,
yeah,
and I'm leading it all back to this because this is my gavel slammer down on why Tom Brady. I still think Tom Brady is gonna be is better than Patrick Mahomes right now because of the way he left it
because
off.
he's white.
No, that Buccaneers, yeah, you mad, you racist as hell, bro. You know I'm brown as
I'm a
shit,
race
bro.
baiter. This is the difference.
Nah, man, yeah,
Just
you're not
white.
gonna, you're not gonna
Because he's
catch
white.
me.
Because
You're
it's
not gonna
white.
catch me,
Look,
my
read my
guy.
hat. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you. No, I'm just
There
fucking with
was
you. I'm just fucking with you.
yo that
That's
that
what our
fi-
comments are gonna say. You guys, they always try to play us like we're racist.
that fantasy football season was when you draft. I remember this so organically. This is
Yes,
hilarious.
I got busy with
he
Brady that
he
year.
he
Pause.
drafted Tom Brady, and you know what Tom Brady's draft stat was, and he never really had this statistical feature ever in his whole football career. He led the league in the most 40-yard touchdown passes.
Mike Evans.
Yep, and Godwin. Yep, but more Mike Evans. Yep.
Mike Evans.
You know what I mean? But that just goes. See, but that just goes to show. And he was what 42. So and now we're saying that, but that's 40-yard touchdown passes. And these wasn't dump offs because Mike
Bro,
Evans don't just do little slants. Mike Evans
fuck.
runs like 20, 30, 40 yards, and you got to chuck it to Mike Evans.
Yeah,
So
he was bombing the
Tom
place.
Brady, Tom, and that just goes to show. I don't think Tom Brady ever really fell off, and it kind of sucks, but it's whatever. And I think I drafted you that team too, right?
No, that was
Um,
my other league.
Oh no, it was your other league, yeah.
Yeah.
But and that just goes to show the talent that surrounds
Tom
people,
Brady
man.
dropped
Fantasy
a buck that
champion.
year in the fantasy in the finals.
And
He
and
dropped
and
a
Mahomes
buck on
and
niggas.
Mahomes
That's
and Mahomes
crazy.
and Mahomes really doesn't have that right now. Mahomes has a bunch of people that could just run really fast straight.
Fantasy.
But when Travis Kelsey stops, when
Y'all gotta
Travis
find a
Kelsey
slot for me
falls
this
off,
year.
of
We're
course.
gonna do a real sports.
We're gonna
talk
fly you out.
fantasy league. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We get it.
I
in.
do
We
mine
get
in
it
person.
We get it in, Jay,
Okay.
too. We get it in.
Yeah.
Big barbecue. The whole
Yeah.
bit.
Bro, I'm in the
Let's get
house
it.
for sure.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Maybe we can talk to one of our listeners. You know what I mean? If y'all play fantasy, maybe we get one of you lucky guys. We'll pick a name out of a hat. Y'all join
Yeah,
our league or
join
something
our
like
league,
that.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gonna get underdog
You know what I mean?
sponsor or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tom Brady's the GOAT until further notice, but Mahomes on his heels. But you asked me about real quick, and we're gonna get out of here after this. You asked me about the if you think if the team and the situation. Absolutely, absolutely. But listen, they don't win without Brady, and Brady doesn't win without them. You know what I mean? Like you saw the excellence of Brady. That was that was the COVID season, right? You saw him. The police had to escort him out the park because you couldn't be on the streets at the time. He got all his receivers in a local park down in fucking Tampa,
Yeah.
slinging a rock to these niggas. This nigga is a football junkie, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He loves it, man.
There's a reason why winners win, man. Because you get up, you're first in there, you're the last to fucking leave. Yo, man, it's crazy. You gotta salute Tom Brady. But with that being said, I think Patrick Mahomes will surpass him. But that's neither here nor there at this point.
Only time can tell, man. At this point, I think we can agree. Only time can tell
I
right
think
now.
we'll know next year because I think they're getting ready to reload that fucking that toolbox in Kansas City. I don't think this run is over. I think we're just getting started. Get comfortable, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. I don't know. I have to look into the cap situation, but you already see Tyreek Hill trying to sneak back over there. He's already campaigning for that shit. You know what
You
I'm
see
saying?
it.
Yeah.
You see
You know
it.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't let them niggas get cheated
because
back.
you know he's not going. You
Don't
know
let
he's
them
not
get
going.
cheated
You know
back.
he's not going. He's not going to win in Miami, bro. Like, and do
He
you
could have.
even?
He could have. Tua just too banged up, bro.
He
Tua's just
talked. He
too
talked
banged
too much shit though. I don't think they would. I mean, they'll bring him back for a business decision.
Yeah.
But I think he talked way too much shit. He was like, "Yo, it's just something about the way the ball comes out of his hands." Pause. You know what I'm saying? He was talking wild.
About
He's
who?
like,
About
Tua. He's like, it was way more like I remember when he first left. He was like really bigging this kid Tua up.
Yeah,
so
he was telling him
crazy
he said he was the best quarterback in the game
that
when
he's
he
ever
first
played
left.
with. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you don't think your PR rep is gonna be like, "Yo, this is what you got to say."
No, not that to that effect. You know, that's a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy to be here. I'm glad for the opportunity. I think we're gonna do great things here. I'm really excited. Not yo, my quarterback's the best ever. Type
Bro, he
shit.
won a
That's
fucking ring
crazy.
over there. Like, what? Like, why would I shit on a guy that I got a ring
Yeah,
with?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know his relationship. I'm pretty sure he has a good relationship with them. He took the bag, and I'm not mad at that. He took the bag. He had to get the money. They couldn't pay him. He took the bag. He feeding his family, securing his
Remember,
family.
he
I'm
used
not
the
mad at that.
Jets to build his bag up. Pause.
Yeah, remember that shit? Jets almost had him. Yep.
Yeah, no, the Jets ain't almost have shit. The
But
whole
yeah,
thing
he
was
used them as leverage. Yeah.
he used them as
Yeah,
leverage.
yeah.
He wanted
You're
to go to
about
Miami
that,
from
yeah.
to begin with.
And next episode, we've been neglecting the city a little bit. We're gonna talk heavy Giants, heavy Jets, heavy Knicks. So
Heavy Knicks.
get ready for that. And then the week after that, we'll probably do a little, Super Bowl preview or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm
That
saying?
I'm excited about the Super Bowl preview.
Fuck all you Eagles fans talking shit in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna do
Nah,
the
we
Super Bowl
love you.
preview.
We love you. We don't like you. Just
No,
the same way you don't like us.
I don't love you. I don't love you at all. Nah, fuck with you. Nah, I love the city. Don't love the Eagles. Put it like that. Shout out to my Philly niggas. I got a bunch of friends in Philly, Germantown.
Word. Me too.
But I definitely don't fuck with the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? But I respect the trolling, and I was going at it, but y'all motherfuckers go hard. I had to tap out. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whoa,
word.
that's crazy. Damn.
Damn, that was a little
On
wild.
that
All
note,
right,
guys, yo,
Nothing beats Jay shit though.
That's-
Getting love two ways.
Yeah,
hold on.
word.
You
That
said
was-
Cash. You said they go
Oh,
hard.
oh,
I had to
oh,
tap
shit.
out.
Oh, I
Yo,
got
hold on, time out.
Listen to our first pause debate.
Yo, hold on,
We're
time
about
out.
to
Let's
have our
talk this one
first
through.
pause debate. We got to talk this
Yo,
one through, right?
I love my niggas from Philly. Y'all go hard. I had to tap out. Yo, bro, I don't know how much more. Bro,
That shit is wild. That shit is wild.
is-
So hold on. What was
Yo,
all right? So what was
really?
James?
Yo,
What was James? What was James? He gets love both
I
ways.
got
Yeah,
love for him
love-
from two directions. I
got love for him from
I got
two
love for
directions.
him from two directions. Where was I going with that shit? And but
I have no
that-
idea. I
that-
have no
this
idea.
is a bad episode.
Yo,
This is a bad
yo,
episode.
Jay,
Bad
yo, Jay,
episode,
yo,
dog.
Jay, man, yo, you was misguided.
Yeah, completely misguided. And then you said, yeah, yo, as long as they want to play pickleball. I said, hey, time out, bro. I said, yo, hold on, Cash. Did Q just try to involve himself?
You out here
Not
playing
to-
pickleball.
Not to be left out, guys.
Q, you play
As long
pickleball?
as-
That's your thing.
Nah, hell no. I was just thinking of some shit to say, man. I was like, yo,
Nigga
oh,
play
there's a lot of.
pickleball.
With that being said,
Pause.
I guess we've gone off the rails. Like, yo, this shit is.
Oh man. Oh, ladies,
Ladies-
let's take it.
All right, man. Let's
Nah,
take
yo,
it.
Ladies and
yo,
gentlemen,
yo,
it's no
Jay,
longer
yo,
about
yo,
sports.
Jay, take us out. Yo, Jay, take us out, man.
Take us out.
Yo,
Take us out
yo.
in two directions.
Yo, salute to Underdog.
Underdog.
Yo, they're not sponsoring this last segment, but they're sponsoring,
Underdog.
us. Yo,
No,
what up?
Underdog is sponsoring everything we fucking do. They've already,
word.
they've already
Yeah.
given us the green light.
Yeah,
They said,
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
be yourselves, enjoy yourselves, make sure that
That
you're
is
staying
true.
hydrated. Use, you know what I'm saying? Use the product because the product
Real.
is
And this shit
absolutely
is
phenomenal.
actually
it tastes
fucking
good.
pretty good. I'm not even gonna
You know what I'm
front.
saying? Charges you to fuck up, and it's all natural. That's the big piece.
Yeah,
You know,
all
you're not putting
natural.
anything
Word up.
crazy into your body.
Shit, yo, like it shit has
Promo
like 10,
code.
10 carbs.
Real Sports 10.
10.
Support them. Support the show. It's good shit. Trust
Word
me.
up.
Trust me, man. Trust me. It's good shit.
Word.
We
Yo,
wouldn't
yo,
tell you.
and- yo,
If it
yo,
wasn't,
yo,
we
and
wouldn't even.
Yeah,
fuck
yo,
with it.
and just to keep it real, like, cause they didn't even know who I was when I bought it. Yo, the co-founder wrote me a
was
written
fire.
letter
Yeah, that
of
was
like,
fire.
thank you, like, like,
that was
and that's respectable. That's commendable. These guys, you know what I mean. I'm hoping they're hearing this. I hope they listen to it. But you know what I mean.
That's it.
What's
Let's
his
get
name?
it.
Dylan, Dylan, man, you know, shout out to you and everything that you're doing with your co-founders and everything with your whole business, man. Yo, the drink tastes great. This is amazing feeling for us, as I hope it is for you. The company's gonna grow just as much as that we hope you can grow, and we're gonna grow our channel as well. But you know what
The
I
next
mean? Let's
flavor
get
that's
it.
coming out is Real Sports Grape. Yo,
Facts,
we
facts.
need
Facts.
yo,
Real sports great.
yeah. RSG, Real Sports Grape.
Yep.
That's the next
Real
flavor we
Sports Grape.
campaigning for. Done.
Word
We
up.
politicking with you directly. So get
Word
ready.
up.
Peace our way of life, y'all.
Peace,
Peace
peace.
our way of life. Salute.
Peace, gentlemen. And with that being said, we will see y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.